This is the Ford Focus Active, and I'm going to tell you why it's as good in a countryside car park like this, or here in the suburbs. Now, before I get into the full review of this Ford Focus Active, let me quickly say, if you're at all interested in this make or model of Ford or any other Ford car, then head over to the People's Ford website or our social media channels. You can do it on your mobile phone, or you can do it on your computer at home. So this is the Ford Focus Active in its frozen white colour scheme. And I think the frozen white looks really good because it really shows off the contrast between the body colour, the black grille, the black body parts here. Also, in the Ford Focus Active, you get black wing mirrors and you get a black roof. I really like the black roof on the Ford Focus Active. I think it's a really nice design feature. Also, you get these black roof racks as well. Also, while I'm here, I'll quickly talk about the alloys. As standard, you get 17-inch alloys. It's a 5-spoke design. It comes with these little black inserts, which I think really help with the whole sort of black trim of the car. What else have you got while I'm here? Well, you've got really nice tri-split front headlights. These also come with cornering technology. So as you come around the bend, the light actually follows you round instead of always pointing forwards, which is a really nice feature. You've got your parking sensors. The hood, you've got 2 little folds, which makes it, in my opinion, look a bit sporty and nice. I think it's a really good looking car from the front, but let me turn it around and show you it from the back. Okay, so this is the Ford Focus Active from the back, and from the back you can really tell Ford have raised the ride height on this Ford Focus Active. They've actually raised it 30mm at the front and 34mm at the back here. You can just actually tell probably by the gap in the wheel on the body there. There's 2 real exhausts. There's absolutely no exhaust fakery on this Ford Focus Active, which you love to see. What else have you got in this Ford Focus Active? Well, here you've got your rear reversing sensors, you've got your rear reversing camera here as well, and this rear reversing camera has like expandable mode, so you can really get like, it's like a wide angle lens and you can see right behind when you're reversing. Got the wraparound rear lights. I mean, you can tell it's just a beefier Focus. And I like the beef up of this Focus. Right, let's talk boot space in this Ford Focus Active. This Ford Focus Active in the boot has a ton of space and a ton of storage. You also get a light, you get 2 tie down points, and it's just a great shape. There's a bit of a load lip, but it's nothing too major. You can easily slide heavier items over the load lip. Now, if boot space is a really big deal for you and you need a bigger boot, I suggest maybe going for the estate version of this car. So this is the 5-door. I suggest going for the estate version, and you get an absolutely enormous boot space in the estate version. But you know, for me and for most families, this will be more than enough. And of course, you know, the back seats fold down in that, but no, top marks on the boot space of this Ford Focus Active. Right, let's talk interiors in this Ford Focus Active. It's very nice, very plush inside. Let's start with the steering wheel. So you've got a leather bound steering wheel, and all the way through the car you've got this Nordic blue stitching, which is really, really nice touch. Also in the center console here, I've got the electronic driver display in between the dials. So you also have a wireless charging pad, which is such a godsend. You're not faffing around with about 17 different wires trying to plug in your phone, which is really nice. If you don't do wireless charging on your phone, then you've got a USB. You've actually got 2 USBs down there and a 12-volt socket. Middle here, this is where you control all your buttons. So you've got your drive modes in here, you've got your electronic handbrake. This is an automatic. The gear shifter is dead easy to use. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. Yeah, what more is there to say? The interiors are really nice, really plush. Oh, the seats are comfy as well. While I'm covering the interiors, I'll cover the back seats as well. The quality from the front seats carries into the back seats, carries with this blue Nordic stitching. You also have the A in the back seats, again, to represent active. You've got a lot of leg room in the back. Also, I'm pushing 6 foot, and yeah, I've got clearance from my head in the back, so you could fit 3 adults in the back here. You also got your little points to put in car seats, which are really obvious. Oh, and you've got 12-volt in the middle here. And then you've got net storage in the back there. Yeah, the back seats are really nice. Cool. Let's go and drive. Now, one of the reasons that I think this Ford Focus Active is such a great option for people that want to look at the crossover range, that don't want to quite go for the SUV but still want to keep the nippiness of a hatchback, is because you're basically getting all the best parts of an SUV, but you're keeping the Ford Focus's, you know, really tight handling and great driving experience. Now, like I was saying before, in the center console is where you access and you control over the drive modes, and you actually get 5 drive modes in this Ford Focus Active. Normal, Eco, Sports, Slippy, and Trail. So that's what I'm saying, it's a good balance between, you know, having this car in the city where you'll just be driving it, you know, normal and that sort of thing. And then, you know, if you're going on adventures on the weekend, if you go into forests like this or that sort of thing, you can then stick it into, you know, the trail mode or the slippy mode, which is more than enough than what you need in country parks. What else should I speak about in this Ford Focus Active? Well, I should probably speak about the suspension. So the suspension in this Ford Focus Active, it's soft, it's forgiving, it'll easily glide over potholes in the road, those imperfections. It'll also really easily handle, you know, country lanes, country paths, that sort of thing. Also, the one I'm driving here is an automatic. It's dead easy to drive. The gear selector is very tactile, it's very easy to control, it's easy to switch between, you know, drive and reverse and park and neutral. It's a very easy car to drive. That's what I would say the main takeaway about driving is. Like, it's fun, it's definitely fun, it still keeps the nippy handling and the good turning of the Focus, but it's also like, it's easy to drive. It's not like, you know, it's not like you're gonna be lugging it around or anything like that. What else should I talk about while I'm driving this Ford Focus Active? Well, the finishes are really nice. Obviously, the lever in the steering wheel is very nice on the hands when you're driving. The seats are also very comfortable. Yeah, I think this would be honestly a great option, like I said, for people that are staying in the suburbs, staying in the city, but, you know, on the weekend, go out, you know, to walk the dog, go on an adventure, that sort of thing. Remember, because you've obviously got that really big boot space in the back. But yeah, that's kind of my driving experience. What I'm gonna do quickly is I'm gonna park up and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts and opinions on this Ford Focus Active. So I'll meet you on the other side. So what are my final thoughts and opinions on this Ford Focus Active? Well, it's a great crossover. You keep so many great features of the Ford Focus, including the handling, the driving experience, the maneuverability, but you also get a bunch of extra SUV-like features. For example, the rise in drive height, the extra drive modes. You know, this car would be as comfortable in the city centre and suburbia as it would be down in countryside lanes. But you know what? We don't just want my thoughts and opinions, we want your thoughts and opinions too at People's Ford. So if you drop us a comment below, tell me what your favourite feature of the Ford Focus Active is. And you know, if you're at all interested in this car or in any other make or model of Ford, then head over to the People's Ford website or head over to our social media channels, which is People's Ford, and some of our team will be able to cover whatever you want there.